Hello, this is a playthrough of Juno New Origins. I'm going to show you how to get started and do the stuff that you need to do, and the basics of how to build a rocket, and just why you should pick to build a rocket. Okay, step number 1, you want to go to the tech tree and unlock the juno side, which is what you need to get started. Common ground. Yeah, I like to pick backward science because it allows you to build rockets. And I like to build, that's what I like to build. Go to here, do that, and now you can build the rocket. And also now you have a reason to build the rocket. I'm going to just fast forward this, so yeah. I just built my first rocket and I'm going to get ready to launch. 3, 2, 1, liftoff! Well, I missed liftoff. I'll explain everything once I get to air. Basically, just when you gotta go high. Low grade is is where your rocket is going. It's the velocity of where you're going. Retrograde is the opposite direction of where you are going. Heading is just like where the red blue arrow is pointing. And yeah, I think that should make sense. Now that I'm up here, I'm going to talk about the flight info and the other stuff that I haven't talked about yet. The flight info shows everything about the flight, like the battery and monopropelled, like all the stage fuel at the stage, and that. Velocity is the orbital velocity, the surface velocity, the Mach number. The Mach is the speed of sound. Lateral velocity, vertical velocity, acceleration, indoor acceleration, and drag loss. Performance is engine thrust, thrust weight, stage efficiency, stage burn time, stage delta V, craft mass, air density, ambient temperature, trajectories, location, planet, apoapsis, periapsis, time to apoapsis, time to periapsis, and gravity. Autopilot is range, this stuff and that. Options is stuff. I like to just keep something open, and its trajectories. It shows you how high your apoapsis is and how high your periapsis is. It makes getting to orbit really easy. Now it's time to head to the ground. That's another thing. It might explode, and that means if you have a contrast, you gotta launch again. I forgot to add gyros. Do not be like me. Do not forget to add gyros. It's very important. Well, see you once I get to the ground. Now that I hit the ground, I'm going to show you how to exit quickly. It's going to be just as easy as that. Exit, you want to go to end flight. Hit recover craft and save flight. That's how you end the flight. Now I gotta fix the rocket. Okay, you can modify rockets that you've already made. I've made a couple rockets which I can use later. Fix the rocket, I'm going to do this, and move the volume of gyros to max. That allows me to use the gyros that allows me to add gyros and I can use them. Now that we're on launch 2, I'm gonna launch the rocket and I'm going to show you a bit more. Also, I did get another contract, a flight termination system. Basically, you gotta blow up your rocket at a certain height. I'm gonna tell you about some other stuff once we get there. Okay, not super high, but my Apple access is getting high, so I'm gonna talk about some more stuff. Once you reach above 80,000 meters, that's above the atmosphere. So there is no more air, or there's a little bit of air, but there is none. That's when you can start getting your orbit. The orbit is a pretty good part. Also, you lose no momentum or velocity. Delta V is something which I don't quite understand and kind of understand, but you'll see. Also, about the rocket, I want to go to command this for any part of the rocket. Press this and press it again. If I blow up a rocket, bye! But if this one, I'm going to, now that I have launched the rocket, I'm going to get both of these. One at a time. But I don't really like fireworks. But money is money. Also, you can buy some more stuff like that. I have so many tech points. It's best to spend them on some stuff like chemistry level because that gives you pressure-fed rocket engine that allows you to get orbit way easier. Well, how to get check your staging allows you to get 3 stages? Way better than just like 1. That's it. Now I'm going to build like new rocket. Because this one isn't actually that good. Yeah, you thought the rocket that you could have made was good. I'm going to make a really good. Okay, now I'm building the rocket. I might be talking about some stuff that while I'm building the rocket. Number 1, you want to make it aerodynamic. Or just for the looks. This is not going to be too complicated of a rocket. 2 stages should be enough for me. And then you don't want too much thrust to weight because that means it can flip. And rocket flipping doesn't sound very good, does it? Next is that you want to add this. This makes it different. This allows it to separate and like do something like that. Allows it to separate. That's what I meant. Adding this can be difficult and not difficult at the same time. Adding the engine could depend on what you're going for. This is not your second stage in a 3-stage rocket. This is just 2 stages, so yeah, you don't have to get that. And this engine is just enough actually. But I'm going to be adding these fins for aerodynamic stability. Aerodynamic stability is something that is good in basically every rocket. If you do that and you launch it in 3, 2, 1. This is launch 3. This could be one of the best or worst rockets, depending on what I do. Second one, like the rocket engine, and just the valve. I already talked about it, so yeah. The launch rocket, and we're going to do everything that you can know. This is where you use probe. Probe rate is in the way that's wrong. It helps it in orbit most efficient. Now that I'm up here, okay. You shouldn't let your rocket have a boost, so it shouldn't be going down. So down, I don't want it to make it go too fast, and I don't want to die. I conclude the contract, this is going to be the end of the video. See you in the next one. Bye.